Hello everyone. So this is something I think I'm going to try and do for all of the Sabbats because every year I celebrate them very, very differently. Never in 13 years have I celebrated them the same. So because of that, I think it would be interesting to start sharing some of the rituals and different ways that I potentially could celebrate this time of the year, just to give you guys like some ideas, because a lot of the rituals I feel like aren't ones that I would want to do. And this might give you just ideas of different ways to do it. Obviously, I'm not Wiccan, so I don't follow the goddess and god changing throughout the wheel. I just kind of focus on different symbolisms for this time. And if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you'll know that I am currently interested in the Norse pantheon. And so I have debated on a few different ways to celebrate this time of the year. And one of the deities in particular that is coming through for me is the goddess Hel. Most people typically would put her with Samhain, with the death aspect, which fair enough. I look at it more as she's described as an equal balance of life and death. Right now at Mabon, a couple weeks I guess from now, or whenever you're seeing this, it's going to be equal parts light and dark. So for me it makes sense to honor her at this time of the year, but of course again most people would celebrate her at Samhain, and honestly you could do both. So this is just a balancing Autumn Equinox Mabon ritual in her honor, focusing on her specifically. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I tried to keep this one pretty simple, so you're only going to need a handful of items for this ritual. What you are going to need is a candle specifically for Hel. You're also going to need a white and black spell candle. And if you don't have any spell candles, you can also use tea lights or even like birthday candles work really well. And then lastly, some sort of divination tool such as an oracle deck, tarot deck, or a rune set. Now onto the actual ritual. So to begin, do your usual circle casting, cleansing of space, whatever you normally do to get into a ritual. This could include meditations, using a smudge stick, calling in the elements, whatever you do to set up your space. Next step is to light your Hel candle and say the following. I light this candle and call to the goddess Hel, keeper of souls, queen of the underworld. I call to you on this night of perfect balance between light and dark. Please join me, great goddess Hel, in my celebration of the autumn equinox. Now you're going to take your white candle and you're going to say the following. Hel, I ask that you guide me in your aspect of light and life, the half of you which is pleasing to the eye and comforting to the soul. Help me to find this in myself as well. I remember fondly the life and experiences of the light half of this year. As this candle burns, may the good that happened this year be honored. And then focus on the positive things that have happened from the spring equinox until now. When you're ready, light the white candle. Now, you're going to hold the black candle and say, Hel, you walk in balance every day, one half beautiful and full of life, the other half a dark reminder of our fate. People look to you in fear, and yet you show compassion. You welcome all with open arms, the gods, animals, and humans alike. We all one day will join you in your kingdom. On this night of balance, I ask for your compassion and wisdom as I remember the unpleasant or harmful memories from the light half of this year. As this candle burns, may the pain that happened this year be healed. And then you're going to focus on the harmful, painful, just overall not great energies and memories that you've had from the spring equinox up until now. When you're ready, light the black candle. Next, you're going to take out your divination tool, so your oracle or tarot deck, your rune set, whatever, and then you're going to shuffle it, and as you're shuffling it, say, Hel, with your mastery of balance, I ask for your guidance on this night. As we enter into the dark half of the year, what lessons or wisdom of yours shall I keep as we embark into the cold and dark as the winter comes once again? Then draw your card or stone and then journal about the possible meanings. Extinguish Hel's candle and say the following. I thank you, Hel, for joining me on this night and for the wisdom and guidance you have given. As we embark into the dark half of the year, I give my gratitude for you being there to guide us all. Thank you, Hel. And then, however you normally dismiss your deities, I usually go with the following saying, but however you typically say your goodbyes. Go if you must, stay if you like. I thank you for your guidance on this night. And then close your circle and let the candles burn out completely. So like I said, this is a pretty easy ritual. I didn't want it to be too terribly complicated. I like to have easy rituals to turn to when I don't have a lot of energy, and honestly, it doesn't require that many tools. And again, I've just been feeling like Hel is a great energy to work with at this time because she does have both of those aspects to her. She is one half completely alive and full of, all of the beauty that you would expect. Then the other half is the reminder of what will inevitably happen to us. And despite being the ruler of the underworld, she does have a lot of compassion. She takes in everybody who wasn't handpicked by the two warring deities. Freya and Odin pick warriors that they want to fight every day. Hel takes everybody else, the good, the bad, everything in between. She doesn't judge. She just takes them. She's taken the gods, if you remember in Baldur's myth. She takes him, just as the same as every other human, and I assume animals as well. It really doesn't say one way or the other, but in modern context, I'm going to go ahead and say that she does, because she does have, in some of the things I found online about her, they say that she does have like a dog, wolf creature thing with her. Not her brother, but just like a wolf that's kind of with her. And so I'd like to think that she also has animals there, possibly even plant life. It's a concept that I'm kind of mulling over right now. So anyways, this is just kind of one of those things where it's like, this is what I'm focused on this year, and I figured I would share with you guys some of the rituals I'm writing up. Not all of them are going to be for Hel. I do have another one that's going to be more focused on the harvest and like the Thanksgiving aspect of it, because for a lot of witches this time of the year is the witches' Thanksgiving. We're planning on doing some type of feast, and so naturally I'm going to have something a little different for that, but also again it is that balance of light and dark, so I'm probably going to do a bunch of rituals now that I am a full-time author and witch. It gives me a lot more creative freedom to do what I want ritual-wise, now that I don't have the constraints of a typical job. So anyways, that is going to be it for this ritual. I would love to hear if you work with Hel, how do you view her at this time of the year? And if not, what deities do you typically honor at this time? Do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. Huge thank you to my patron. If you would like to support me on Patreon and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.